All right, welcome everybody to the TNC Hysterical Podcast, where if you ask us, we'll send you feet pics.
You're the one that did it. You got to kick off.
I'm Caden,
I'm Trevor.
and today I'm going to start us off with just a little tidbit of information that no one really cares about.
Except for
Spam.
one person.
No, I'll go into that, but this is just a little tidbit that I want to do. So spam. It's not an acronym. It's I don't know, some French word that you call it, but it's just a blob of two names, two words. Spiced ham.
Okay.
I was today years old when I learned that. It is just spiced ham. That is all spam stands for.
Okay. That was an interesting little tidbit.
Just to start us off with some
Did it last long? Nope.
more than supposed to. That's why I said tidbit.
Little bid tit. Little bid tit. Little bitty titty. There we go. That looks better. Okay.
All right. So,
However you want to kick this off, Doug. Like I
okay.
said, I have mine and you have yours. So
Well, we're gonna go ahead and start off with this. One of the viewers did ask us to go over this. It is a little belated. This was a couple of weeks ago, but I got the information down, and then we haven't made a podcast since. So, the India Space Lunar Mission. It's the I know I'm fucking this up, but the Pragyan,
okay.
whatever.
The Pergamon.
Yes, the Pragyan lunar rover. Basically, what it did is it landed on the south side of the moon, on the South Pole, near the South Pole. Basically, drove about 100 meters. That's what it was there to do. Its mission is to find water near the South Pole of the moon. It didn't do that. It did find a lot of rare earth metals and sulfur, which a lot of people are saying is a sign of volcanic activity. But that's about it. Essentially, it was supposed to be turned on, so it got put to sleep on August 30th. It's scheduled to be turned back on September 22nd, so just here in a couple of days.
On Sunday.
Um, but a lot of what people are saying is the technology that went into it weren't designed for the low temperatures during the nighttime on the moon.
Okay.
So a lot of people, I say a lot, this is in India, so the information I have is that a lot of people aren't expecting us or expecting it to actually turn back on. Um, that's that's pretty much it. Essentially, it went a little bit, went to sleep. They say it has a full battery, but they're expecting it not to turn back on because of the very low temperatures. I think it was only rated for like it wasn't so it wasn't rated to go below 125 negative 125 Celsius, and I don't actually know what the temperature gets on the moon, but
We're not smart.
they're not expecting it to be able to survive the low temperatures for the 14 days that it's been in deep sleep. So we'll see. We'll find out here in the next couple of days whether it's going to turn back on or not.
I mean, regardless, it is a little interesting bit of information. It does, as much as we might say here, there, whatever. It does kind of break up, especially the monotony of the podcast to remind us, there is still weird shit going on outside in the world. So it's cool.
But I mean, here's also the thing: is they're now the fourth country to put something on the moon.
Yeah,
If you believe that. Now, Bill Nye, the science guy, has said that, we can't go out of our atmosphere. No electronics can make it out of our atmosphere. So, it could all be a hoax. It could all be getting diddled in the asshole.
Look, all I know is China made the 4090. That's all that matters.
China made them light on fire.
No, Nvidia made them light on fire. Americans ignited it. All right.
So there you go. You guys asked, or at least one person asked,
which is fine. We
that's
appreciate that.
that I could get for you. Unfortunately, it just wasn't a lot to go off of. But maybe there might be more.
Yep.
If things go well.
Okay.
22nd.
So now on to, I mean, that wasn't necessarily boring news, but something that we don't really have a stake in. So that's kind of the thing is we looked at it, we brought it up, we wanted to say something because someone was interested. That's fine. We don't just have straight tech news, but I can tell you something right now. Obviously, a huge thing that we're going to talk about is a couple of pop-ups, and Starfield is really, 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 really massively huge right now. So that's going to come up in our potentially next couple episodes, just because obviously statistically it's breaking records, it's having issues. Even Caden sees things about it, and he doesn't go digging for news. So it happens. But yeah, so Starfield is going to be one of them. So I wanted to bring up one of the interesting points of Starfield, which is, and I am not kidding you on this, you are probably one of the only people that can comprehend this knowing what you know. Radeon 7900 XTX is outperforming an RTX 4090 in Starfield by close to 30%.
Really?
Because AMD struck a deal with Microsoft to have it optimized. Starfield does not even have native DLSS support. I had to mod it in.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
What the fuck?
That's why I said you're not going to believe this, but that's why I was saying this is
Because, you
interesting.
know, normally that would kill in every other fucking game.
Like, demolish it. Like, I think it competes with my 3090, if I'm correct.
But, like, how much money did they fork out for that?
Like,
God damn.
like, yeah, no, the optimization on that front is absolutely fucking redonky ridiculous. Considering, like, yeah, 7900 XTX is outperforming a 4090. Like, by that significant of a margin. What the fuck, dude?
I mean, kudos to whoever bought that. They're loving Starfield right now.
So I know you're not well versed in it. So Starfield was made by Bethesda.
Right. And Bethesda fucks up games.
No,
Oh,
no, no,
yes,
no,
they
no,
do.
no, no,
Yes, they
wrong,
do.
wrong. That's what you're missing. Uh, Microsoft bought ZeniMax about 3 years ago. ZeniMax owns Bethesda. Starfield isn't on PlayStation.
Okay.
It is Xbox exclusive because Bethesda is under the Xbox banner. So
Right, yeah, I don't play
what?
PlayStation anyways.
Yeah, but what's in an Xbox? AMD. Like, duh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's both a PS5 and a both PS5 and Xbox Series are Zen 4 architecture.
Huh. Yeah, so you guys just learned something about me. I don't know what the fuck is inside most consoles because I don't play consoles.
Now, that's not to say that he's stupid because as soon as I explained what was in it, he completely understood.
It's ignorance.
Yes, ignorance is bliss.
I just don't care.
Well, and to be fair, why do you need an Xbox? You have an overpowered one.
I have an Xbox, but
Well, I mean,
just
you
don't
have
care.
you have the Xbox at your house too. The
That's
overpowered
fact.
Xbox. Like,
I
fuck, you need to look at an Xbox
the
more.
last thing I actually really played was a PS4,
Yeah,
and then I went to PC,
and
and
then
once you
no.
go PC, you
Yeah,
get life and you're always broke.
but so that's one funny reason why I keep telling you should play Starfield because it's actually optimized for AMD.
So I did play Starfield for about 15 minutes about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
And it looks really nice. I don't quite like
That-
the mechanics of it.
so,
I
so
mean, just
it's
from the time I
well.
played.
What did you do? Did you fly around? Did you like shoot?
I didn't actually get in the ship and fly it around. I kind of went down and jumped around and kind of explored on foot around whatever city you're in right
Yeah,
now. I did shoot a little bit.
yeah.
It's just I don't like the mechanics of. I mean, and I understand it's not the game itself. It's just because it's, you know, you're in space, the jumping slower, the
Yeah,
movement's a little slower. It's just
it depends. Like I said, but that's the thing is like yes, it looks really nice and the mechanics are super great and all that stuff. But yeah, so by all accounts and purposes, if you were to buy Starfield, it would technically run better than my system, which I am having a real hard time comprehending right now. That's absolutely fucking
I
insane.
mean, yeah. My system only compares up to his so much.
No,
Because-
yours is comparable to a 3080. That is literally what is
Right,
what it's
right.
competing with. 3090, especially one as shit house overclocked as mine. No, no,
Uh,
no, no, no. Like that's a
that's what
3090.
I'm saying. Is mine only compares so
Yeah,
far
like that's the thing
because
is
they've
like
got most of the same components
yeah,
until you get to the graphics card.
yeah, and I mean the bottom line of it all is like we've said it in jest to each other, but that's basically a 3090 Ti. It's
Yeah,
overclocked to shit, and we've done the comparisons on our personal time to see where it compares to the 3090 Ti, and mine wipes the floor with it sometimes.
yeah. That's kind of fucking.
It's fucking
That's
strange.
crazy.
It's
That's
strange.
that's but that's stupid. Like,
It's really fucking stupid.
how are you gonna fucking do that to people?
Well, see, that's the thing too. Is like, so it's kind of like I don't want to get in the weeds too much, but Jace Two Cents finally made a video when he called out everybody, and he goes, here's the thing: why aren't people getting into PC gaming? And he straight up said everything that we've been saying. He's like, because you created this fucking problem. Motherboards are too expensive. Everything is too expensive. Like it's ridiculously
Right.
expensive. And it's like it's the truth. If you want to get a low end system, you're looking at $1,000, which is fucking redonky ridiculous.
Right.
But on to our next note that I'll go ahead and add on to because somehow that like leaned into it, more affordable PC parts. This is what was weird. So I got a wild hair at my ass and was like, so I don't I know I shouldn't tell you this. Gen 5 M.2 drives finally launched through Crucial. 12 gigabits a second. Tested.
Ugh.
Tested.
Ugh.
The transfer speeds were 11.975 megabytes. 12 gigs a second. Wee woo. Fuck, I'm not even going to go into that. That was just ridiculous. I saw that and I'm
Oh
like,
my hell! No, I.
wow. But,
Yeah, no, I,
anyways,
I try to avoid any of this new tech news because then I want to buy it.
well, like you said, next generation. So, I mean, when your point of like contention is. But anyway, so affordable PC parts. So, anyways, I saw that. James 2 Cents got it. It's a Crucial. They call it a T100 Pro or something like that. Something along those, whatever. So, I went on Amazon and built a gaming piece just for the absolute shit of it. And I think that I came out of the entire thing minus a graphics card. And I overkilled it. I'm talking this was a new case. It had the new Corsair. I had Link system, like it had the whole shebang.
All right.
And it had the 7900X 3D. It had so there is a motherboard. It's a Aorus Taichi. That's the one that people are using for benchmarks now. So I just went with that one because it's the one that's going to replace ROG, I think. But it's the Taichi, and it's really really nice looking. So I got that high end, and obviously, like we discussed, 7900X or 7900 X3D versus the 7950 X3D. You can overclock it and make it the same. It's not worth the $200. We've talked about that in the past. So obviously, getting as top tier as I can and building the whole thing and putting like 10 terabytes in the fucking thing. I was at like $2,100 for really.
Hey,
I was like, when the fuck did this happen? Just for cleric's sake, all the shit that we've talked, when we built our dream PC before without the graphics card, it was like 3,700.
somewhere
Still
along those
fucking
lines. And then
ridiculous.
we also built that overkill one that was over $10,000.
That was closer to 20, but still, yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but yeah,
Yeah, no.
so
So, but yeah,
but that was for like top of the I mean, I have 64 I put 64 gigs of 6,000 mega transfers per second RAM in it. Like I mean, I fucking stuck the motherfucker out. Complete white Corsair case, fucking white AIO, everything. The whole shebang, $2,100.
now you're gonna have to add about $1,100
Well,
to
that's the
your
thing is
graphics
like
card.
obviously yes, but like we said before, $3,700 was before the graphics card. Before, and now we're looking at like, yeah, because we fucking added the dim sticks, but you got to remember, RAM was hard to find. CPUs
fair.
were overpriced.
Yeah.
Motherboards were insanely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it was a different time for sure. But yeah, so it was like $3,500, something along those lines, without the graphics card before. And now you're looking at that for the fully built thing. Shit's going down. I'm happy with it. I'm cool with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I want a new PC.
I mean, I do too. I don't know why I do. You know what's fucked up though is like Matt. He's like, I'm thinking about getting a new PC. I'm like, don't tell Caden. He's like, why not? I'm like, he will be over here when we build this shit. Like a heartbeat. No
Yeah.
questions asked. He will be here. We put that bitch together, dude. Fucking straight up. He's like, you guys really like this hobby that much? Yes.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's fucking the best. And unironically, it's cheaper than cars. So yes. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's not get into that.
Yeah, no. We can build. But anyways, so yes, getting into it, affordable PC parts for a top of the line system. It was $2,100 minus the graphics card, mind you. But as we've discussed before, you can buy a 4070 at Walmart for $500, so you might be able to get away with that, or
Yeah.
even buying secondhand like 3090 for $800 right now.
I mean, I've been seeing 4080s pop
Yeah.
up, new in box.
For like 600, 700.
Someone bought it. They specifically bought it for like a PC builder to put in their system, and then they changed their mind. So now this guy has this extra piece of equipment he doesn't need, and a lot of the times they'll sell those off for I don't know $400 or $500 cheaper.
Yep.
From what I've seen.
Yep.
So if you can find them, and it's not even secondhand, it's brand new in box.
So PC components are getting cheaper, and we want to. Well, at least I want to be perfectly clear. When I said I built an overkill system, I mean I paid way more for components than I should have. I did the Corsair iLink. That system is way more expensive than it needs to be. As we've discussed, $150 will get you all the fans you need, even for a huge tower like this.
Was that the
That's the one
new
that
system that we were discussing?
the one that has like the one wire for everything.
Right.
So, like I said, went way overkill.
I don't think that's overkill.
So it is like
Depends on how anal you want to.
in our case, it's absolutely necessary. You're not wrong. Like, I know we're both going to do that next build for sure, with the AIO and everything. So we've only got 3 fucking cables. But I'm saying you can definitely go cheaper. It's $150 for 3 fucking fans with a controller. You could do a lot better.
Yeah, and you can. There's a lot of fans out there that are nice and cheap. Like if you've got a smaller case that doesn't need that much airflow, I'd definitely go just getting like Noctua or
Yeah, like we're literally being spoiled little bitches right now by saying that. Like
but
that's
at
all
the
it is.
same time, like I need more fans in my case, and I don't have enough PCIe plugins.
Yeah, that's
So I
that's true.
I need something better.
But like he said, I mean, at the end of the day, too, 9 times out of 10, Noctua is gonna blow those Corsair fans out of the fucking water. It's just the truth. Noctua is gonna do way better than those Corsair fans. So side story, I just want to tell you, we were building like this little rack, like right, it looked like a server rack, and it had fans in it. I'm like, I want those for my gaming PC, and then I looked at them, and I'm like, no, I just got to tell you like 3 words, and you would be like, huh? 8,000 RPM. I'm not even fucking kidding you right now, dog. 8,000 RPM. Dude, I was like sitting there talking to the guys, being like, God damn, dude, this fucking thick my PC sounds like a 747 now. I'm like, that shit's gonna sound like an asthmatic if I put him on the exhaust. No, it's gonna sound like because it can't intake enough air fast enough, dog. The fuck? 8,000 RPM fans. It would be badass, but my system would be like
it nice and cool. So kind of off topic since we're a little off topic now. Dude, my fucking graphics card, bitch, getting hot.
Spice.
My bitch be getting hot.
Dude, we turned on OBS on my PC. Like, it's 34. Wait, no, is that?
No, that's your CPU temp.
Where's my GPU? Did my GPU crash? Nope, it's moving. It's not even gonna bother showing me. It's
Like
you're
we're
done.
talking. I looked at it the other day because I was kind of
You're done.
seeing why it was so
You're done.
hot inside my case.
Right.
Yeah, that motherfucker was above 100 Celsius.
What?
Like, motherfucker got hot. It got hot.
Did the fans fail?
No,
Dude, it
this is just getting hot. Like,
no, it shouldn't get above 60. Like,
no, it's sitting at like 80 constantly.
yes.
It's above 100, and I was like, God damn!
Something is wrong, dude.
Yeah, so, yeah. That's why my PC gets so hot, because that's just emitting fucking heat. So, yeah, that's a fun little thing I need to work on when I actually turn my PC on next.
Here, let's see, because I'm scared now. Let's see, CPU temp 37, GPU die is 37 degrees. It shouldn't get that fucking. It well, actually, no. You know what we should do? We should check and see if you're in Fahrenheit or Celsius.
It was Celsius.
You got to bring
Because
your
I was
PC over.
inside the AMD diagnostic shit.
You got to bring your PC over. Like I got to come over because that's broken. That's no.
I'm just waiting until it fucking takes a shit, and then I'll buy something else.
Takes shit. It's a 900 XTX. You're mine. Fuck you. You're like just last one more year.
I can't fucking wait for the 8000 series to come out. Now CPUs, because
I mean, either.
what I've read on their fucking like with what they're doing with the Architecture 5,
It'll be Zen 5. Oh, yeah.
but oh, I can't fucking wait for it
Same.
because it's oh
Same. Well, actually, I mean, I don't. I'll go fucking gay new boy. On God, I've heard a rumor. And this rumor is something I should not be telling you because this is something that we've kind of promised each other. There's going to be a new Threadripper this generation.
oh
64 cores, 132 threads. Available memory bus up to 1.2 terabytes of RAM. Like, no, no.
I honestly couldn't do that to myself. I don't need it. I don't need it.
You just really fucking want it.
I mean, yeah, wouldn't even have to overclock the bitch. Ever.
Couldn't imagine, dude. That's so much. Like I said, until I see it, sure. But part of me is like, it is about due time. It's been a long fucking time since they gave us a Threadripper CPU.
I know they just came out with a new Epic server CPU.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck. God, can you imagine the new Threadripper right now? Dude,
God, but what motherboard would even be able to handle that?
There's gaming motherboards. Like Asus made motherboards for it. I'm not saying we're gonna go that route, but yeah, no, really. Like
I'm just saying, like your options are limited.
No, AIBs are actually very, very fucking common. All you have to do is look up a Threadripper motherboard. You'd be surprised. Let me see. Watch. Check this shit out. Look. I will Google it, but while I'm Googling it, go ahead and bring up the next topic.
All right, so I kind of thought this article was kind of interesting.
Asus Pro, Feltsom, ROG Zenith. Dude, there's motherboards for Threadripper. I'm telling you, it's not.
I mean, but ROG really?
No,
fucking.
I know AOS makes them too.
Anyways, so Revo Foods. It's an Australian company.
Okay.
They are now 3D printing salmon. It's made out of microproteins and plant proteins, so it is technically vegan.
Okay.
but it's only being sold in like the UK and shit. But
Small quantities, because obviously they can't mass produce that shit.
they're working on it.
Okay.
They're getting there. They're like they're trying to fucking make it so like they just 3D print food for.
I
They're
mean,
trying to get the markets into the U.S.
let's be completely honest. That would be so helpful because we, as Americans, and I wholeheartedly stand behind this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm kind of on the fence whether I'm like, fuck yeah, America, whether I'm like, man, we're pieces of shit.
So
But
without making it political, I don't stand with America as is.
yeah, that's what I'm
I'm gonna be
saying. It's
very
like
clear about that.
part of me knows that as a country we offer more opportunities than most. But the other part of me knows we're belligerent and fucking stupid, and me and you have had so many deep conversations about this in the past. But we are, as a country, wasteful as fuck. 3D printed food would be perfect for that reason. We are so fucking wasteful.
Yeah, we yeah,
But
yep. I'm
I,
not even gonna deny that.
it's like
Everyone wastes fucking food.
yeah, it's like we have fucking garbage in oceans on landfills. Like we've made islands out of garbage.
Now let's be fair. You can't point us on the fucking whole
No, no,
trash in the
I'm
ocean.
not.
That's not us. We are not the biggest contributor to that. That is
No,
China.
no, you're not wrong, but at the same time, also China, they have factories to refine it. We don't give a fuck because we're lazy. That's the other
But
thing.
they don't. That's
They,
just the ocean trash.
well, I know the ocean trash. I'm talking about trash in general.
Trash in general, yes. So one thing that is cool about that though is fuck. Is it Sweden?
Yes,
Somewhere in the UK
you're
that
talking
yes,
about
they
sweet.
burn the trash and convert that into energy that's
Yep,
sent into the electrical grid, which is fucking awesome. I 100% would stand by that.
yep, absolutely.
Because yes, all we're doing, I think the most that we're doing is we're filling holes with trash, covering it over, and
And
then
then
putting
putting more
solar
trash.
panels. No, we put solar panels.
Well, that too, but I'm saying we also
But
have,
yes,
we've
more
also
trash.
done that too, but yes. But that's the thing though, is like me and Caden have had conversations off screen about like where we go because I mean like we don't plot to be a political channel. We don't. We do have some very strong opinions. So
Yes,
please
we try to keep the politics off the channel.
don't ask us about our political views in person, please, because we are very, very strong-willed about what we believe in. But we have said several times we would love, 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 love to go all solar, just period. End of story. Be off the grid. That'd be great. Have backup batteries. Know that the electricity will cover for it because A, good for the environment. B, it's fucking free. It's right there, dude. What the fuck? My energy is right there. Use it.
So there's been several things that I wouldn't just go solar. You'd want to go solar, wind, and hydro.
Right. But I'm just saying,
But
like,
yes, but it would be awesome to just go pure off grid.
yeah,
You'd say,
exactly.
uh,
And just like they're, and that's the thing is like you've said, like I've said, I have been to Japan when I was younger, and you went to Germany. Like, food is just better in other places because
it's
America
it's
doesn't
not
fucking care,
no America. So the companies in America don't fucking care because all they do is everything is so fucking processed.
and they just make a dollar because they know we're gonna fucking buy it.
It's all
Everything
about the
has
money.
everything has salt and sugar in it to the fucking gills, and fucking European and Asian colonies are like, no, the fuck, that's
Everywhere
terrible
else,
for
it's
you.
like half the shit that's in our food is like banned in every other country.
Literally banned. Like it's
Yeah, it's
insane.
pretty outrageous.
So no, I completely agree with you. And as far as that, like, part of me hopes that comes to fruition. Part of me also wants to taste this shit to see what it tastes like because 3D printed food sounds sketchy as fuck to me.
So yeah, I don't know because like I said, the only information that it gave was that it was made out of microproteins and plant proteins.
Okay, yeah.
So I don't know what the flavor's gonna be, if it's even close to fish.
I mean, let's look at it in the real world. Even if it tastes like a piece of lettuce, that's better than tasting like dog shit.
But I mean, everyone. I mean, you always have access to seasonings and whatnot.
Exactly.
Um, I think that would be great for.
It'd be good for everything.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm not gonna give up meat. I don't know because there's no. I haven't seen any scientific studies about how healthy this actually is.
Right. Right. Absolutely. No,
So we don't know if 3D printed is going to be good, but it has to be better than or better or equal to the meat sludge that they feed us anyways.
which is definitely not meat.
Because most of it is not meat.
You are not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong.
A lot of it is substitution pink slime that is
And
fucking
it's
disgusting.
absolutely fucking wrong for you. Yep.
So kill your own animals.
Yep.
Go to your local butcher.
Go to the natural grocers. I know it might be a little more expensive, but for fuck's sake, dude, at this point we're paying so much for food anyways. Just get something you know is better for you. Everything is so fucking overpriced. It doesn't even matter. You can't even dictate like can't go to national grocers because it's so much. Like fuck, have you gone to Walmart and tried to shop for a week? Shit. You know what I mean?
Have
So
you fucking gone and fucking tried shopping for 4 fucking people? Yeah.
fucking you're looking at like, oh wait a minute, that's $5 bands. Wait a minute, whoa, fuck that shit. Yep,
Yep, that's like almost $1,000 a week.
yep. It's fucking ridiculous, and it's like yeah, but
I can only eat so healthy before I can't afford it.
yep, it's true, and that's what I mean. So it's like,
But that there are options to get, locally sourced meat in bulk
and
that's
that's
healthier than whatever pink sludge. And it is a little more expensive, but
well, it's
it's
more
affordable
expensive.
enough.
It's more expensive down straight away compared to what you
Yes.
would buy
Yes.
progressive. Absolutely.
Per cents per pound it's cheaper, but it does cost more in the moment than
Yeah, you pay like $3,000, but if you have a deep freezer, it can last you months.
right.
Compared to
Or
like you said, almost $1,000 a fucking week for
$500 for big old slabs that you cut down yourself.
Yeah, and so
That's what I do.
do you want to hit another topic, or you want me to take one of mine?
Uh,
Because we're down two each.
see what I got.
I have a couple of interesting ones, but
So let's go with what you got.
Okay, so first time in 12 years, on October 24th, Blink 182 is releasing a brand new album.
Are they?
And it is with all of the original members Tom DeLonge, Mark Hoppus, Travis Barker. And they did a small mini documentary about what it is, and the album is called One More Time because they said this is, they said this is the last time we're going to fuck it up. And I'm like, I appreciate that because, like, I know personally how hard music is to make. You know how hard it is to make music that is emotionally connecting with people. So to kind of like brandish that and to know that the last album that they made together as that group was 2011. I was 20. I'm 32 this
Yep.
year. That's fucking stupid.
That
Yeah, right?
better be good.
I think it will be. I have a feeling I've heard snippets of it. I think it will be good, but it's just a trip and like the way that they were talking in the mini documentary too. I'll have to send it to you later. But Tom was just like, you know, we had our ups and downs, but it's like fucking as soon as Mark got cancer and Travis got in his accident, he's like, it's just like kind of something in my brain. What the fuck are you doing, dude? This is your entire life. This is everything you ever wanted, building up to it. And so he talked about like how he was moving forward in his life, and they've all grown up. And like I said, that's how that snippet ended. Was one more time we're on stage crying when we're singing it because this is our last time we're gonna fuck this up. And I'm just like, fuck yeah, you know what I mean?
It's just funny because I was listening to Blink 182 the other day.
That's fucking I just was like that's sick. So I deeply hope that it is good. And with the album being called One More Time, it's fucking perfect. I dig it. I'm down with it.
I'm down with that. I
I'm-
honestly am. It's see, but it won't.
It might be.
Okay, but is it like from the snippets that you heard? Is it like Blink 182 or is it more new age?
It's Blink-182.
Okay.
The song that's out right now is called Edgin'. And it goes, I ain't that cool little fucked in the head. They'll be hanging me quick, bring it back from the dead. Get the rope.
I'm
It's
just, I mean,
it's Blink 182.
okay.
It's
As
Blink
long as they've
182.
kept it Blink 182, I think it's gonna be a bang.
I hope so. I mean, I know it will be good regardless. I mean, their last two albums were good. They weren't bad, but they had Alkaline Trio singer in it. Obviously, it was gonna have a little bit of fucking nuance in it, and you could tell Mark was still trying to continue that, especially with "Built This Pool" because that's the one we always done. I want to see some naked dudes. So built this pool. Wait, that's it. So it's like they still got it, but I don't know. It's just I hope it's something that legitimately hits me in the childhood. I really hope so. That's why I said I've got some decent stories this time. I've got some good ones. That was something that just hit me, and I'm like, ooh man, all right.
All right, all right.
Not trying to get excited about that shit, but all right.
So, since we're talking about music,
You've got a topic.
we're gonna take this into now. I don't know if you've heard these songs or not, but Tom McDonald's two newest songs.
So I am not saying this as a biased person. When I am drunk, I like Tom McDonald. Sober, I cannot stand his voice. It drives me crazy. So if I'm shit hammered, I'm like, fuck yeah, man. Woo, woo. But sober, I can't do it.
So his last two songs, first one had Adam Calhoun in it. It's called Your America,
Yep.
and Black and White with Adam Calhoun and Dex.
Okay.
I'd give him a try. Just give him a shot.
No. That's what I mean.
Because he is collaborating with other artists now.
No. That's what I mean. It's just
But
he's never had that one. But like I said, I do like him when I'm drunk. I do like him when I'm
but I
drunk.
do want to just say, like, that shit's getting like real fucking. Let's take a hard right turn.
I also, just as a side note for music, in case you didn't know, Polaris released their new album on September 1st, which, as many metal fans know, the lead guitarist Ryan Sue of Polaris died earlier this year. Please go check that album out. It's actually a fucking banger, but just add some other emotional news because that one sucked ass. Polaris is fucking, they fucking throw down. But yeah, so because Ryan Sue died, they released the album out of their respect for him. They released the first. Go check that one out too. But yeah, no, that's what I mean. So hard right turns, I'm okay with.
Well, so I mean, he's always been
I know he's
very
been
political
political.
in his songs, and I do listen to him. I'm not bagging on him at all, but by God,
Right.
like I think with how the world is going right now,
We need that.
he hit those two on the head.
Yeah, we need that. Like I said, that's why I'm like, it's just gonna take that moment of just reflection to when I listen to someone and it hits. You know what I mean? It's like that's kind of the thing. Is if you break down certain bands that we like two of our top bands are like Electric Cowboy and Spirit Box, which are polar opposite of each other, completely different fucking spectrum, but they're in the same genre.
Right.
But Electric Cowboy is like, "Ooh, party, have a good time," and Spirit Box's lyrics are fucked up, actually, completely fucked up, but they both fucking slap.
And then you got Slaughter to Prevail, where
Which
that's one of
they're just good.
it's on my list. They're good, but I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah, they are just plain good. Alex is a fucking monster. But that's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, like, as far as that is, it's like when you take the lyrics of what's going on and you break it down, that's kind of when it becomes more wholesome to me. Also, I have told you, haven't I? So Spirit Box has a new EP coming out third. It fucking slaps.
I did not.
Jaded and the Void are out. It fucking slaps. God damn, Jaded is a trip. After this, I'll show you the music video and you'll be like, whoa, fuck yeah. Fucking good shit. But anyways, yeah. That's what I'm saying. So it takes those moments to know because obviously like Electric Callboy, I could woo party all day, but then eventually I'd be like, I'm fucking tired, man. can't do this shit. And then you throw in some spirit box and it boosts your mood in that way. So it's just kind of like one of those things. But yeah, it'll just take that moment. Like I said, I mean, obviously I've heard him for fucking ever. I know he's hella political. Like I said, when I'm drunk as fuck, it's just it clicks. But when I'm sober, it's just kind of like it's just something that doesn't ring well. So something deep down inside me likes. I just need to find that like middle
I'm
point.
I'm I've always been a fan of his music. It's not really, it's very task oriented music.
Right.
Like if I'm doing something, then I can pop that on, do what I'm doing. It's kind of just there. But I'd
Right.
say those new songs kind of just nailed it.
All right. I
Uh,
will happily give them a shot.
but that is, I don't know. I like it. Introduced me to Adam Calhoun and Dax, which are two artists that I've never listened to.
They're
Um,
pretty good. I've heard some of their stuff. And that's what I mean. Like, I mean, I'm not against shit like that.
but in the same note, like I don't listen to rap all that often either.
Right.
I listen to
Me,
a lot of.
yeah, you know me. I do listen to rap. I listen to Echo, which he fucking has been popping off. He worked with
I
the
do listen to Echo sometimes.
he worked with fucking Senses Fail and Attila on his last two songs. I'm like, the fuck are you doing, boy? God damn! And now he's going on tour with fucking I have to look this up because it literally tripped me out when I saw this. He was going on tour with like heavy metal bands, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes, I have enjoyed some of Echo songs. I mean, I don't listen to rap regularly. I'm more of a electric callboy, techno,
Right. I mean, straight up.
party
Don't get. I mean, don't.
party music kind of person. So more
So
recently, it's been a lot of
so
country.
literally, this motherfucker is going on tour. Not even kidding you. From Ashes to New, The Word Alive, like Catch Your Breath, and then Echo.
All
What
right,
the fuck?
all right. Maybe he's swerving genres a little bit.
I mean, he might always have liked metal, and now he's just, you never
Maybe
know.
it's a dream come true for him.
Fuck, I mean, I would too if I got to work with them motherfuckers. Those are some badass bands, especially The Word Alive. God damn, they slap like a motherfucker too. But yeah, that's what I mean. It's just, it's a trip. But anyways, just I happen to think about that. But yeah, um, no, maybe I'll give them a listen. If you send them to me, I'll check them out. That'd be kind of cool. All right. So the next topic that I happen to have, which is kind of interesting, but not really. Razer, and yes, I hate bringing them up because they are the most questionable company as far as peripherals because god damn their shit is not consistent. They released a Razer Viper V3. It is not a Pro, it is just a V3. It has the 4K dongle compatibility. It looks like a dog's ass.
I'm
But
gonna have to look this up.
no. But you're not hearing the best part though.
Okay, okay.
You want to know how it's powered?
Probably not.
Battery.
Like
I'm
triple
talking
A,
like a triple A. No, double A.
double A. Oh my.
So it goes from fucking 59 grams up to almost 80. And the design is questionable at best.
I mean, that kind of follows Razer's design, but like that's like old gen Razer. Why the fuck?
Like, yeah, that's like and it's not, and like I said, it's not a Pro. It's just a Viper. It's not replacing the V2 Pro that I have over here. So there is a small caveat. A small caveat. And I guess it's a small dignified caveat because, as you know, because we've been in the mice game in and out for the last couple of years, it is actually under $100. It is actually $70. And I think
Okay.
if you pay $80, you also get the 4K dongle, which is kind of a deal because those are incredibly hard to find. Because you remember when I bought my mouse, it took me like a month to get one.
Right.
So that says a lot, but why?
Right.
That's what I
And
mean. I'm like,
I'm not getting the whole point of going back to a battery operated mouse.
and like I said, yeah, I'm confused, and it's like they say that nothing is updated. It's just plain and dry. It's pretty much that mouse, but with a battery and a different chip. But it's not because that's light as fuck.
But you can't even you can't
I
even say the battery powered option is so that they could make it cheaper because there is a bunch of fucking lithium battery operated fucking mice that are under $100.
well, I mean, even if you wanted to go top end, I mean, look at the fucking Pulsar X2. You know, it's $100, but god damn what you get for that. You know
Right.
what I mean? It's like, and obviously there are mice that are in the fucking stratosphere like we were just talking about. But Razer to release a mouse that's under $100 is great. But the choices are so questionable. Like
Right.
that's why I was like, when I saw that, I was just so confused. I didn't like what demographic. Who is this for? Because, like I said, it's a 70-gram mouse, which is the same as the Razer Viper Ultimate V2, which will be about the same exact fucking price. Sure, I get it. The 4,000 hertz dongle, it's one of like two mice in the entire world that have it, minus the Pulsar X2, and I know there's another mouse out there, but I haven't been able to use it. It's the Lamzu something. So I'm not even sure. I haven't seen a lot of things on that mouse, but I mean, like, sure, 4,000 hertz polling rate is rare. And me and Caden have both proven in our tests that that makes a huge difference.
Right.
That is our preference. We've also said that if we can have the register of the Razer in something like the Pulsar, dream mouse accomplished, end game. Which, by the way, the V2 has. Just in case you didn't know that, that's coming soon. A review from both of us. But yes, the Pulsar X2 V2 has 4K hertz polling, and it is actually like we're going to review that as soon as we can. But why? 4K
So
polling with battery, but at 70 grams.
here's my thing. Now, that used to be one of my favorite things to be able to do when they first went to lithium rechargeable batteries was, well, okay, I just pop these batteries out, put new batteries in, it's fully charged, I don't have to wait.
Right.
Now, with the technology we have, I'm surprised no one's come up with a detachable battery. Like you can like a detachable lithium battery.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? You could just pop it out, put that on the charger, put a new one in, full battery.
so here's the thing, though. That's kind of the thing about the last generation that kind of blows a lot of people's minds. So the Razer V2, as you know, has wireless charging capabilities. You just put it on the dock and it charges, which is fine. You know what I mean? That obviously cuts out everything right then and there. The Logitech mice set from the Superlight Pro down to the G502, there is an added accessory, which is a wireless charging mouse pad, which works. I mean, granted, you're paying way too much fucking money for it. But that's what I'm saying. Wireless charging options are there and available.
But
But
it's like your Razer, you got to put it on the dock, and it's not usable
right,
for that time.
and that's kind of the
But
thing about it is also, yeah, it is. Do you want the convenience versus the performance?
we'll see. But
And
that's the thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like lithium batteries, if you just have one that can just pop out, and then you just replace it and charge that battery, it'd be a lot lighter than putting in a double A battery.
right, you're not wrong. Well, and I mean, like even cutting off 10 grams to 60 would be fine. But close to 80 fucking
That's what
grams.
my mouse is.
Yeah, like close to 80 fucking. Well, I know, but you're like, yeah, it's a bit thick, boy.
That's a
It's
heavy boy.
it's a big thick boy.
I don't remember that until I come over and touch that fucking mouse.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But I like okay, $60, fine, but okay, so it has the 4K dongle, so they want professionals to use it, but it's not a pro mouse, and it doesn't like look or feel up to spec. I just can't wrap my head around this review. I can't. It's so
Yeah, I don't get it. Well, I mean,
I
that's
don't understand.
backtracking.
Yeah, it's literally that's exactly what it is. It is backtracking. It looks like 2 generations ago Razer for fucking $70, which, like I said, that's a cheap Razer. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to justify the price. It's still fucking ridiculously expensive. But when you can get into the realm of like my Razer bike with V2 with the whole package was $160, or Spiritu Santi, God fucking forbid that Razer Signature Edition. That's $280 fucking dollars.
Right.
You can let bygones be bygones, but $70 for something that's just
Outdated.
and unexplainable of why. Because I mean, you could
That's
technically.
fucking. That's driving me crazy.
I don't get it, and like I said, I've thought about it for a long time because like, so you can go get a wired 8K Viper for fucking $20 with the money you save. You put glass gates on the shit and buy a fucking bungee, and guess what? You have a better mouse. I don't get it. That's what I'm trying to like understand. Or if you wanted a wireless mouse, you'd buy the fucking V2 Pro with the charging dock that, while it doesn't have the 4,000 hertz polling rate, it's still a great mouse, but you have the wireless connectivity right
Right.
then and there. I don't get it. That's what I mean. I don't get it. Dude, like I said, I've been struggling with it for a minute.
I really hate this.
I do too. On the bright side though, it was a light refresh, but the super light G2 V2 came out, shadow dropped, and they upped it to a 2K hertz polling rate sensor, which I think is fair. So that way they can save the battery life, since, as we both know, 4K just fucking destroys the battery. But that's it. They just put the new sensor. They didn't really change the size of it or anything like that. They just basically were like, hey, we upgraded the sensor, and it's going to be the same price as the last one is. The last one's going to drop in price, and I think that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, cool. Good on you guys for not scalping fucking people. But yeah, no, I mean,
Right.
obviously, as we've said like before, Logitech's G5 or Super Light or G Pro Super Light is, it's technically the most popular mouse that's on the market. People buy those all the time. I don't see the appeal in it. It's kind of an old mouse. It getting a refresh is kind of cool. I would like to use the new one in hand to see what it's about.
Right.
I'm definitely more excited for the new Pulsar by far. I like the feel of the Pulsar. I know you do too. You're just like, how do I get buttons
I
on
do
stuff?
like it. Okay, let me explain this to everyone here. So I went over there to use that mouse to get into Starfield. It took me a straight 45 seconds to a minute to get into Starfield because I couldn't click. It kept moving. It's like, oh, you want to move it? No, I want to click it. And oh my hell,
And yeah, but that's what I mean.
I
Though. Like,
struggled so much with that mouse.
well, that's something that they're addressing in the V2 as well, because it happens to me too. Like the littlest twitch
Right.
to it. So they're gonna update that in it too, which will be super nice because, like I said, I like the feel of the Razer. I just want that in that. So that's why I'm excited for the V2. So like I said, if they build the both, then we're gonna be like, fuck yeah, they're nice, they're nice, fucking, So that's gonna be. But yeah, no, the whole thing with Razer, I can't wrap my head around it, and I heard about it like 3 days ago, and I'm just still befuddled about that because I'm like, okay, you're giving people a cheap mouse, but the Orochi still exists.
But that's like backtracking 10 years.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, there's wireless mice for like $20 available that are battery powered. But that's $20.
yeah, I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sure, you're getting the 4K sensor, and it does have a 4,000 hertz polling rate, but it's still just it doesn't add up because, especially nowadays, like basically what Caden's saying is, regardless of the fact that he likes his mouse, 70 to 80 grams is fucking heavy, and it's ridiculous for a mouse anymore. It's fucking ridiculous.
Granted, mine's heavy because it's
You've got
it's got
buttons on
all
the
the
side.
buttons on the side. It has to have all the extra electronics in it.
So for what
So
it is, it's actually light. But that's what I'm saying. Like, but yeah, when you go to like a 650, gram mouse, you're like, holy fuck! I noticed the difference. So it's yeah, like I said, I can't wrap my fucking head around it. But anyways, yeah. So what do you got going on? Let me know because yeah, we could fucking go back and forth on this all day. I know we
Yeah, we
could.
really could. um. Okay, so we're gonna bring this into health tech just for a little snippet. This isn't gonna be a very long topic at all. But so Apple has been working on um, sensors for blood glucose reading for diabetics and other health related things to that matter. Now, they've been working on this since 2011. They've been working on it for a while. Granted, this is not easy technology to get down, but um, Bill Athas, he has been the heading of that project for, well, since 2011 up until earlier this year when he died.
Okay.
RIP. He died earlier this year. Yeah, so what? But that means the program is now being headed by Malay. And he's in charge of the Apple Watch silicone
Okay.
project. So there's silicone
Yeah,
Apple
you're talking
Watch.
about basically just yeah. So that
So he is now taking charge of this project, and I am really, really hoping that they're able to get this down. So Samsung can rip them off and put it in their watches and I can use it.
you know that'll never happen. They're gonna create a patent for it so that way they can't
I'm
steal
sure.
it.
I'm sure.
That's the fucked up thing.
Honestly, if Apple does come out with something like that, that would be my go-to to switch to Apple
So
because that would benefit me
as a
immensely.
side note, just because I know this has been basically your number one gripe about Apple phones, the iPhone 15, period, not a specific model, finally has USB C.
Which I did bring up.
Yeah. It
Because
finally has USB
it
C
was in the
ports.
UK. They were forced to do it in the UK first.
I, I I don't know how it came about, but
That was it. There was
I
some
I
issue with
I
it.
want to say that it's like that. I mean, obviously we don't know all the details, but no, I'm saying like officially as of
Yep.
September 12th, when they announced the new iPhones, it has USB C.
So yeah, I did read an article about this. Oh, months ago. But yeah, there's some issue with, I don't know. It was in the UK.
No,
It
it's
had an issue with
it
the lightning.
yeah, it's a
You said
universal
this is
connector.
where it started, and so they wanted a universal charger. They went with the USB C. They were forcing Apple to do it. There was a rumor that Apple was going to make it a patented USB C that would only work with iPhones, so you'd have to get a specific charger. I'm not sure if that actually is true. I haven't read anything about the new Apple iPhone 15.
So it has USB C. It is actually going to become our new production machine, believe it or not, because you can USB C to like a Mac and it will transfer the video instantly as you're recording it, even in 4K Pro RAW. So that'll be our top 10 camera.
Very nice.
So that's
Very
fucking
nice.
super good for us because obviously iPhones are way more versatile. So yes, we're that. So that was one thing that was really cool. But yes, it gets USB-C charging. Past that, I mean, there's like tiny updates. They got rid of the mute button. The cameras are a lot better. But the small details that didn't get fucking done was has 8 gigs of RAM finally, which is fucking because I already handle multitasking. 8 gigs of RAM is perfect. That's what I need. There was something else that got updated. There was something else that got updated on it that I can't remember exactly what it was. That was a highlight feature, but either way, it's a light refresh for anybody who has a 13 or older. For anybody that has a 14, which is something that I'd never say. I do not condone upgrading every fucking year. That's kind of retarded. But it is a well-known problem that the 14s and the 14 Pros have terrible, terrible battery. Like it's all over Twitter. It's all over all the social medias. Like people are comparing their battery health. Mine is at 89%. I have not had an iPhone like be less than 96 to 97 since I've started using. So for this to be like 10% less, yeah, these batteries are fucking dog shit ass. And
Huh.
it's just universal. And I think it's
Right.
because like we've talked about before, I think
That's a COVID.
exactly.
Yep.
I think that's exactly what it is. I think COVID finally caught up to him, and that's exactly what happened. So this one is the one that's actually going to be worth upgrading to if you have this phone because that will resolve your battery life, and also they fixed a lot of the issues that were in the OS and stuff like that. So it's a worthy upgrade for that. Now they did some fucking absolutely retarded shit, which by the way, I'm not condoning that. If you have a mental illness, that's fine. I'm not hating them. And I know saying that is a bad word most of the time. It really, really is. But I can't logically understand why they did this. And I'm going to tell you this, and I don't know if you're going to look at me like I'm fucking stupid or if you're just going to laugh. They integrated into their mobile games ray tracing compatibility. I exactly what I just said.
That sounds
I
like
can't.
gaming on an 8K monitor.
I cannot wrap my head around it. I
Are mobile games that intensive that you now need ray tracing?
that's like I said, I can't wrap my head around it. And now, don't get me wrong, fine, whatever. You know what? Maybe mobile games have gotten a lot fucking better, which I know they have. Heard the Subway Surfer, the Temple Run, and all that shit. But
Right.
when they announced that it has ray tracing compatibility, I was just like, either your silicon in your iPhone is so advanced that it's like legitimately kicking the shit out of a 7950X 3D. Were y'all full of shit? Like, bottom line. And if you are beating a 7950X 3D, why fuck you don't make gaming PC? Like I said, I have like just tried to dissect it in any positive way, and it just does not make any fucking sense.
I'm gonna go home and beat my head against the wall.
Dude, I yeah, when they announced that, I was just
you
like,
you gotta stop bringing shit up like that.
I well, I mean, like I said,
Damn it.
it's a good like it's a talking point, but it's just like
Yeah, I get it. I get
yeah,
it.
and
It's I just but you gotta
I know, I get it,
you gotta
I
slow down.
get
You
it.
gotta slow down the amount of stupid that you give me. You can't give me three stupid things in a row like that.
Well, see, that's the thing though, is like, but realistically though, if Apple pulls this off, if it really does have ray tracing support, there's a fucking problem somewhere that I don't understand. Not because I'm hating on them. If they can do it, by all means, solve the ray tracing problem. Me and Caden fucking hate it because it eats up so much resources and tanks your fucking frame rates. Oh, wait, you need upscaling to play your fucking game? No, like, we hate that. We fucking hate it. Does ray tracing make a difference? Yes. But how fucking intensive is it on your GPU? It will literally put 50% more load on your GPU no matter who the fuck you're using it. If it's AMD, it's even more. So it's like, if Apple can solve the ray tracing problem, then I'm just so confused because it's like, okay, but now what? But now what? Y'all motherfucker have the keys to the kingdom. Now what? Make a GPU. Do something. What the fuck is this?
God damn. I
That's I think that's what it boils down to is it would piss me off if Apple breaks the code on ray tracing and they lock it behind a fucking Mac or an iPhone. I would be so fucking irritated.
right.
That would be
Make small thing bigger. Make gaming PC.
please or a graphics card. Fuck, I'll take an Apple graphics card if it competes with a 4,000.
It fucking does the job. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I don't give a shit. That's the point. Like me and Kate have said this before. We say we're team whatever, but it's because of the price per performance. If someone else wants to come in, fine. We've been keeping our eye on Intel.
Like, no, Apple gonna be.
See,
They're
that's
gonna be
the
a little greedy.
See, that's the thing, though, is that you got to think about it by Apple's perspective, though. How do they get into those markets? They undercut everybody for the first generation or so. That's how they do it. They undercut it. So if they can come in and be like, here's this graphics card that'll blow everything away for $700, how many are they gonna fucking sell? I'm just saying, it's
Quite a bit.
it's literally logical. Like it's a business standpoint, it's super logical. Especially if they launch fucking a month before the new AMD and Nvidia graphics cards come out, then they would just destroy everything. They would fucking corner the market. That's what Intel needed to do, and get so much goddamn help in Intel, and they're fucking pathetic. Because they were the disruptor, and then they fucking released something that's the same speed as the 3040, which doesn't even exist.
Right.
God damn Intel, we believed in you for graphics cards.
That fuck, we believed in Intel and AMD.
Well, AMD did do it, but they just shit the bed because they were scared, which is rightfully so. Because if you look at how Nvidia did, they shit the bed. So I guess them holding back was the right thing. I can forgive it because it was smart. Now, if they don't come out swinging this generation, we're gonna have a fucking problem. Like, if they're like, yeah, it's supposed to compete with the 4080 Ti, the fuck is this? Dude, what?
Right. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I think that's gonna put us for this episode.
Actually, we have one more topic.
Oh, we have one more. I lied.
Small topic.
Okay.
I like I said, the USB-C thing was just something I threw in there for that. This is pretty much Starfield news, in case you didn't know. So, Starfield has broken literal records because not sales. Starfield last week had 1 million concurrent players, which means people playing at the same time. To the point where people who had it on Game Pass were getting kicked because the servers could not sustain how many people were online. That is fucking ridiculous. One
Yeah.
million people on at once. Holy fucking shit. That's woof, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, that I knew Starfield was a hit. I even kind of called that it would be a hit, but obviously, I'm the type of person that's like, I want to be real about it, and I want to believe it when I see it. I want to play it and make the judgments for myself. Is there things that let me down? Yes. Does it still have Bethesda jank? Yes. Is it a good game? Yes. Universally, it's loved. Some people complain about certain things, but is it a good game? Yes. 1 billion concurrent players. Holy fucking shit. People on Game Pass getting kicked because the servers can't sustain them. Holy fuck.
Right.
That's goddamn crazy.
That's a sign.
No, what's
that
even
you need to add more servers.
what's even worse is what you don't understand that I told you earlier. It is an Xbox exclusive. It's between 2 systems. Not 3 or 4 or 5.
Right.
That's fucking wild. You have the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series S and X. The One X doesn't support it because it doesn't have a SSD support. Fucking 3 consoles, dude. 1 million concurrent players. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I like
Goddamn.
like yeah. You look at
All right.
you fucking look. Yeah.
I mean, I know there's people that, oh, dude, especially like when Diablo came out, when Diablo 4 came out, bunch of people that I knew, fucking, I'm taking that day off for work.
Yep.
There had to have been a shit ton of people.
Their highest concurrent number count was 640,000.
Well, I'm just saying, there had to have been a bunch of people that.
Which
that
640,000 people
is still a fucking lot.
That's a lot of fucking people. But crossing 1 million fucking people is just a whole other level of just absolute insanity to think about because There's people who don't even have access to it yet. Who might be like, I'm gonna buy an Xbox so I can fucking play that. That's fucking wild. That's fucking absolutely stupid to me,
That's
dude.
financially irresponsible.
No, building a PC to play Starfield is
Both
financial.
of those.
One will put you in debt. The other will cost you a mortgage. Let's be completely fucking honest. Yeah, but I thought you would like to know that because that was something that popped up, and I was like, "Oh fuck! Oh wow! Holy shit!" Because that was what my buddy was saying. He's like, "Yeah, I was playing on a Game Pass and I got kicked off." I'm like, "That doesn't happen." And I saw how many concurrent players there were. And I'm like, "The fuck? The what the fuck?" Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Like, good on you, Bethesda, for fucking winning again, even though you faggots just unveiled that the Elder Scrolls 6 won't be on PlayStation 6 or PlayStation 5 or 6, and I fucking hate you for that because I'm not going to buy an Xbox to play Elder Scrolls, but I'm not playing it on PC because that's not how I roll. So I have to buy a fucking Xbox to play the Elder Scrolls, and I hate you for that. So fuck you. But anyways,
Yeah, stick it to the man.
that will do it for our episode. um, See, you wanted something that wasn't stupid in the dumb way, so I gave you something stupid in the like mentally like incomprehensible way.
All right. Yeah.
Brain bleach. So yeah. But
All right,
anyways, guys,
everybody.
that'll be it.
Hope you guys enjoyed. Deuces.